Kiwis are certainly one of the most interesting types of fruit at the moment. It is a valuable product for the whole supply chain, which is also why significant investments are happening. Innovation, starting with varietal innovation, is stimulating the market, and development has focused on yellow and red pulp varieties. These new frontiers of innovation are exactly what we're covering in this Macfrut Academy video lesson. Without further ado, let's get started! According to data from the International Kiwi Fruit Organization, Europe's production of kiwis is around 700,000 tons. These slides show where the main players are located. In the old continent, Italy and Greece stand out, while globally it's New Zealand and Chile. That being said, there are also new countries that are entering this market, such as South Africa. Green kiwis still account for the lion's share, but their production is threatened by plant diseases such as KVDS and bacterial canker, but also by new emerging pathogens and insects such as brown marmorated stink bugs. Within this context, that is, witness the negative effects of climate change on the main reference areas for actinidia, we can now find yellow and red pulp varieties. In addition to being innovative in terms of taste, they're also more resilient to phytosanitary and climate challenges. This evolution needs to be supported and guided in order to keep volumes stable and ensure high-quality standards. For this purpose, as well as to tackle the challenges of an increasingly demanding market and to protect farmers' income and the margins of the supply chain, we need organizational models enhancing the value of varietal innovation. In this video lesson, we're going to see the Jingle model in detail. Jingle was founded in Italy, yet is a global-scale company gathering several hundred kiwi fruit producers. The company aims at producing quality fruit that matches consumer demand. To achieve this, it has obtained a license for some of the most interesting yellow and red pulp varieties and has created a real integrated production and sales system, ensuring high and constant fruit quality throughout the production areas where it operates. Jingle oversees the production of genetic material in collaboration with a network of nurseries. Together with partner farmers, it pinpoints the most suitable land for each variety and guides producers in agronomic management. It also deals with product sale and with marketing. Being present in both hemispheres, Jingle guarantees a year-round supply of kiwis. The work starts from choosing the areas and from varietal selection. As a species, kiwis adapt well to fertile and draining soils and a climate that is cold in winter and not too hot in summer. Kiwi plants are native to the undergrowth and were introduced across different areas in Italy in the late 70s. With the area of the province of Latina offering ideal conditions. Since yellow pulp varieties have a lower requirement for cool temperatures, their introduction has also spread southwards, towards regions that were previously not suitable for kiwi production and cultivation. Jingle's varietal landscape features the Jingtao yellow pulp variety with an average requirement for cold temperatures, the Jinyan yellow pulp variety that also has a low requirement for cold temperatures, and the Oriental red pulp variety with an even lower requirement for cold temperatures than Jinyan. Jingle supplies plant material directly to farmers in order to guarantee the quality and health of the plants. We have specific contracts with authorized meristematic laboratories and authorized nurseries that we provide monthly technical assistance to. so that they are able to produce plants of a certain standard with a quick starting, high-quality production. In addition to complying with the regulations established by law on plant production, Gingold has additional requirements for nurseries. That is, they have to be located in areas where kiwis are not cultivated, and production needs to take place under covered, protected structures to ensure plant health. As we've seen, choosing the right soil and variety is not easy at all. With areas as diverse as northern and southern Italy, come specific measures to achieve the expected production and economic goals. Gingold makes a difference with the expertise gained through its presence in the main producing countries, with regular investments in crop protection and monitoring technologies. Gingold's model provides assistance to producers even before the plantation setup stage begins. This involves analyzing the soil, the water and the area, and evaluating this information to select the right variety. Then we keep on providing assistance to set up the plantation. Hail net covering is always required, as well as a double irrigation system, anti-frost irrigation or anti-frost systems where needed, in order to ensure that the investments made are successful, because after all, they're considerable investments. Our assistance continues throughout all the stages of a plantation's life and is provided by Gingold specialists heading to the fields monthly or even more frequently to provide guidelines stemmed from technical committees. This is how we make sure we keep up to date and are able to get our message across to farmers. There is a given production specification that stems from Gingold's research in the key topics like irrigation, soil management and the use of plant protection products. All this is essential in order to ensure quality. We also use tools such as tensiometers in the field, weather control units and fruit measurement sensors. These are all technological innovations that allow us to collect data and provide guidance for optimal orchard management. For instance, we have invested in a system of control units and soil sensors that allow us to monitor humidity constantly and then properly manage irrigation. This is increasingly crucial in agriculture, since kiwis need a significant amount of water, yet suffer from waterlogging, meaning that incorrect irrigation management leads to serious issues which might go unnoticed at first. To assist producers in the cultivation management operations of the Jingtao and Jinyan varieties, Gingold has fine-tuned the Innova Kiwi project in cooperation with the University of Bologna and the Milano-Romagnolo Canal. The results have led to the creation of a guide for technicians and producers to manage water better. This is an integrated irrigation and fertigation control system that has been adapted to micro-irrigation systems and measures out the quantity of water and fertilizers through the use of a DSS with cutting-edge built-in sensors managed through smart control units. The precision irrigation and fertigation system is controlled by Irinet, the irrigation service created by the Emiliano-Romagnolo Canal for farms in Emilia-Romagna and available in many regions of Italy. It has been tested in the field, validated and improved, and has now been made available to all farmers cultivating the Jingtao and Jinyan yellow pulp varieties. This smart irrigation system is adjusted to the Jingtao and Jinyan cultivars. It streamlines production and improves fruit quality with key advantages in terms of environmental and economic sustainability. The post-harvest physiology of kiwis is rather complex because freshly picked fruit is not yet suitable for consumption and has to undergo a controlled ripening process, which can be done by using ethylene at different concentrations and temperatures. The controlled ripening protocols known to date only concerned green pulp kiwi varieties. Today, thanks to the Innova Kiwi project, a specific ripening protocol has been identified for the Jingtao and Jinyan yellow pulp varieties as well, ensuring the fruit has the best quality and organoleptic characteristics from as early as they are put on sale. The tests have shown that yellow pulp kiwis, which are cultivated with a rational use of water and ripened by following a protocol designed specifically for the Jingtao and Jinyan varieties, develop high organoleptic characteristics. Production beneath hail nets is a requirement that Jingold has had for more than 15 years. Not only is this done for protection against hail, but it is also because this covering can create an ideal microclimate for the development of the plants, therefore ensuring quality yields. In addition to standard hail nets, other types of covering have been developed in recent years that are mainly tackling rain and provide even greater protection. Research is investing in finding the best solution that can also be adapted to several production areas. The Jingold model is applied in all countries where Jingold is present, both in the northern and in the southern hemisphere. In doing so, we ensure kiwis have the same characteristics at the time of consumption, regardless of whether the fruit was produced in Italy or on the other side of the world. To guarantee uniformity, you need to identify the right harvest time. Monitoring and non-destructive tests are part of Jingold's protocol. They are carried out until the green light for harvest is given, which only happens upon achieving specific quality parameters. Harvest comes after a year of work and is a fundamental and delicate moment. This is why Jingold decided to actively follow this phase and do so very meticulously. The main task to be done during this stage is to monitor the evolution of the most important quality parameters of the fruit, namely the sugar content, the color of the pulp, the firmness and the dry matter. This is carried out through weekly laboratory analysis in accredited facilities, starting from 3 to 4 weeks before the estimated harvest date. We also keep each Jingold plantation monitored for all our varieties, and if necessary, some are further separated into smaller surface ripening units to ensure that the quality of each batch is uniform. This is beneficial in terms of the desired quality we want our end consumers to get, in addition to maximizing profit for farms. For yellow pulp varieties, we use a tool named Kiwi Meter that allows us to monitor the variation in the color of the pulp and in a non-destructive manner. We can use it to check the color of the pulp of many kiwis within the same batch, and then determine the best time to take a fruit sample to be used for destructive testing in a laboratory. Monitoring allows us to predict the day of harvest with great precision. Only the batches that meet the specific quality parameters detailed in our production specification can be sold under the Jingle brand. Quality control spans from the field to the processing plant. Monitoring is carried out by an independent party like Macfrut and is an additional guarantee system that Jingle provides to the market. Macfrut is a certification body with more than 30 years of experience in certification, inspection, quality control and training services dedicated to the agri-food chain, particularly to the fruit and vegetable sector. Our clients are food companies, distribution chains and commercial brands wishing to enhance their production and provide guarantees to customers. On March 27, 2024, Macfrut became part of the CSQA certifications group. In light of this, we're able to expand the range of services we offer to the fruit and vegetable sector and to strengthen our presence locally as an Italian quality hub. The services that the group provides will continue to be primarily aimed at creating added value for the companies that come to us. This is done by increasing sectoral expertise, strengthening our presence in our country and providing our customers with a guarantee given by two certification bodies that are renowned for their authority and professionalism as a third party and national level. With the Jingle protocol, kiwis are checked at different stages from the field to the processing plant. During the production phase, the checks are mainly focused on the cultivation techniques that are able to influence product quality, for example, plantation density, the use of nets, as well as the average number of kiwis per plant. When it's almost harvest time, particular attention is paid to the maturity index. This parameter can be measured with non-destructive techniques and is extremely important for the subsequent storage phase. The checks that are carried out during production end with a sampling activity to search for any residues from products used to protect the crop. The next checks are carried out during packaging, meaning that they take place in the processing plants. They are performed by trained inspectors directly on the packaging lines for the entire duration of the fruit processing. This is a real quality control aimed at verifying the quality parameters defined by Jingle, such as shape, weight, firmness, refractometric degree, and we check for any blemish in the skin that may have been caused by mechanical damage or issues of biological and microbiological nature, such as insects or molds. Not only does quality control concern the characteristics of the fruit, but also its presentation, meaning that a proper use of packaging materials and labeling are also taken into account. Checks are carried out through both well-established techniques involving the use of a penetrometer to measure firmness, a refractometer to measure the sugar content, a caliper for the shape and the diameter, a scale for the weight, and a spectrophotometer calibrated specifically for kiwis, known as kiwi meter, which is used to determine the degree of ripeness during harvest. This tool, that uses optical sensors and the properties of absorbance, can be used to find the maturity index of kiwis. These checks should not be seen as an end in itself, but also as a chance to collect useful data to build a significant historical archive, which is crucial to support decision-making processes. For this purpose, Macfrut uses Check1, a specific type of software to collect, distribute and archive data and images. In light of its assignment given by the Jingle Consortium, Macfrut has to guarantee objective data collection, check their compliance or general conditions in accordance with the parameters established by the consortium itself, guarantee the integrity of the collected data and preventing any potential loss, modification or counterfeiting, and ensure the deadlines for the collection and delivery of information are met. The producers, suppliers and plants that are members of the Jingold consortium must be sure of the impartiality of the checks, which a number of economic matters also depend on. This is the main reason why the Jingold consortium does not carry out checks directly or through its own associates. The systematic checks throughout the production chain up to distribution results in finished products that have very limited variability in terms of perceived quality. This ensures that consumers are provided with products that have stable quality characteristics. Furthermore, given that consumer expectations are strongly influenced by communication, seeing that any advertised distinctive trait is real certainly helps to build up a brand's consumer trust. Let's now find out more about packaging. Packaging is a key ally for the quality of kiwis. It fosters suitable transport and storage conditions and is priceless for consumer communication purposes. The most common types of packaging are certainly 3, 6 and 10 kilo tray boxes for loose fruit. We have different formats for the European and overseas markets, the latter requiring a higher mechanical performance. As a result, kiwis can be stored and preserved for longer periods, even over a month, for instance when shipping fruit to remote markets, always ensuring maximum security in terms of package strength. The demand for primary packaging, that is cardboard punnets, is also increasing exponentially. They are clearly meant for local and European markets and serve as an excellent communication and marketing tool as they end up straight in the hands of the end consumers. With regard to this, the Macfrut Westrock Group has been promoting the Safe and Green branded punnets for years, a range of products guaranteeing the food safety standards required by primary packaging. Over the years, we have been working hard to increase the strength of our packaging solutions for overseas transport. We have maximized protection for the content and optimized space and cargo capacity for logistics as much as possible to avoid having empty spaces, which are absolutely unprofitable. We've also worked on improving stackability and on making packaging operations easier, with package design being more captivating and communicative. Thanks to our eco-designers and the technology we have in our experience center located in Pastrengo, we're able to calculate the exact weight and quantity of material needed to avoid under and over packaging. Through tools like Supply Smart, we can create a digital model of the supply chain that allows us to test procedures, resulting in optimized packaging and improved efficiency. The Macfrut Westrock Group provides a wide range of options to differentiate our customers' products, both in terms of primary and secondary packaging and shape. We have tools such as InnoBook, which allows us to have a look at packaging solutions on all 5 continents where we have our factories. We can choose the type of material used to create the package. We have corrugated cardboard in various degrees of thickness, and we can also use a flat cardboard package. Finally, we can cover both the print and the communication aspects. Our plant in Capocolle di Bertinoro is equipped with state-of-the-art flexographic printers that allow us to meet the needs of the most demanding customers and have high flexibility in terms of product supply times, which is fundamental in today's fruit and vegetable sector. For those who need offset printing, our Massa Lombarda plant caters to that market specifically and supports us in the development of packages with very high definition printing. We're also leaders in e-commerce. This is a rapidly growing sector as proven by Jingold through its online sale channel and the package it developed. We have recently launched a new product called Thermal Box-in-Box for the fruit and vegetable sector. This packaging is designed for controlled temperature shipping. It's made entirely of paper, it's reusable, recyclable and ensures full protection for the goods. Packaging and shelf life are closely linked, and innovation is fast in this regard. As far as shelf life is concerned, extensive research has been carried out to find a packaging solution that provides added value to the products inside, and the Smurfit Westrock Group has launched a new product called AgroLife, which we presented at last year's Macfrut. More specifically, we are talking about a specific procedure that paper is subject to, which leads to packages serving as ethylene absorbers, therefore extending the shelf life of the goods and reducing the risk of rotting due to long-lasting storage in warehouses or containers en route to their destination. At Smurfit Westrock, for many years now, we have committed to supporting a green transition through the Better Planet Packaging project. We replace materials that have a higher environmental impact with our paper-based solutions and have developed several packaging lines dedicated to different products and distribution channels, such as large and small-scale retailers and e-commerce, because cardboard is biodegradable but also highly versatile and adaptable. We've been drafting sustainability reports at our company for many years now, and we support our customers who are getting started with this matter to guide them in choosing sustainable packaging. Kiwis are the third most exported Italian fruit in the world after apples and table grapes. Logistics is another fundamental aspect of the value chain of this fruit. The overseas export of delicate, high-value fruits, such as yellow and red kiwis, requires perfect integration with customers in order to know the specifications of the product to be transported and the various sales destinations. In this way, it is possible to plan all the steps in detail. This is why it is essential to expand on all these aspects, and we're pleased to say that over time we have learned to think just like our customers, who are our partners in all respects. In our work, it is therefore fundamental to carry out checks before the season to find out more about the volumes, the characteristics of the new harvest, and the strengths and weaknesses of the campaign. This is how we are able to arrange an effective shipping plan in advance every time, so that the products that our customers put on the market are just perfect and on time. This is what makes us stand out from our competitors, as we closely cooperate with our customers. In the meantime, having a forecast for each destination at the beginning of the season is essential, since mapping commercial situations will allow us to buy freight services more efficiently. Therefore, we'll be more competitive and efficient, meaning that we're essentially looking for the most efficient sea freight service at the most competitive cost. Speaking of the destinations, once these have been sorted, we'll look for the best service in terms of transit time and punctuality in transshipments. For instance, transporting a container full of yellow kiwis from Italy to China could be difficult, even detrimental in the event that we turn to an unsuitable shipping company or service. So, this is the reason why we need integration with our customers, and we have to collect their feedback, get information from the market on the quality of the product and the destination, and then look for the best performing service. We therefore base our purchasing strategies on the service we selected and cooperate with shipping companies to bring together supply and demand and ensure the goods get to the overseas market as quickly as possible, at the lowest possible cost and the best possible quality. Our work also includes another important task, and that is checking that the carrier we selected based on our technical needs is able to provide cold treatment or transport in a controlled atmosphere. Preferably, they should also be able to check the shipping while at sea through suitable tools. Generally speaking, transporting kiwis requires a combination of punctuality, efficient transshipments, and relevant technical expertise, because it's the result of these components that determines the efficient, competitive, and high-quality transport to remote overseas markets, which is a task that Jingled excels in. To ensure delivery times and product quality are met throughout our work, we monitor the performance of our suppliers regularly. We basically check that everything we have agreed on before the beginning of the season is actually happening, and that the terms, costs and times that have been agreed on are observed. This translates to an excellent service for our customers, and therefore it is very important to keep on evaluating the service while it's being provided. Should there be any issue, we'll have to intervene straight away to see what went wrong and fix it on the spot. For this reason, we carry out frequent audits with our suppliers so that we're always aware of any potential issue. When we do find a problem, we don't just try to solve it, but we also try to face it by adopting a constructive approach in order to learn from that experience and prevent that problem from happening again. We're once again seeing how fundamental sharing data is to ensure quality. From an IT point of view, this is why we communicate and exchange information with our customers, providing them not only with track and trace information, but also documents and rates, together with a chance to extract and process data in Excel format. This can be done through our platform on our Nordovis website, but also through a specifically created app called It's Live, where you can get real-time information on the status of any shipment that Jingle makes with us. Once the yellow and red kiwis are harvested, processed in plants and shipped to distributors, the sales and enhancement for consumption phases begin. Marketing and communication play a crucial role in distributing these products. Jingled has come up with a precise strategy for this too. Our vision is to be acknowledged as kiwi specialists on a global level, and with this comes great responsibility. That is our mission. In other words, we want to meet consumer and customer expectations in terms of taste, quality, value and healthiness of the fruit we supply through ethical, humanly and environmentally sustainable production, while caring for our workers' well-being. The Jingle model is based on sustainability and adopts innovative strategies to increase the competitiveness of our partner companies and the well-being of all our workers involved in our supply chain. Our motto, Pioneers of Taste, sums up our commitment to providing healthy, tasty and innovative products. Within this context, not only do our marketing activities aim at enhancing our products, but also the Jingle brand, focusing on quality, traceability and sustainability. Our goal is to turn kiwis from a commodity to a product that consumers know and are able to choose, based on the variety that best suits their taste. This is why we have worked a lot with colors to visually differentiate products and quality, as well as to make the produce section a bit more colorful. In-store promotional activities are also something we invest a lot in. For instance, we have guided tastings, captivating visual and information material for consumers. Being physically present in stores allows us to directly communicate the added value of our products and strengthen the bond between customers and our brand. More specifically, we have carried out a series of key activities in Germany and Italy, but also overseas in China or Brazil. We're also creating a lot of initiatives related to red kiwis so that consumers can become acquainted with this new product that is very sweet and widely appreciated, not just by those who love kiwis. We're really confident in the commercial development of this variety, since we have noticed that the repurchase rate among consumers who have tasted it is very high, which means that they are willing to buy it again. As far as social media and digital campaigns are concerned, we have invested a lot in this sort of activity, We have a digital presence that is strongly oriented to brand and product narrative. Through original content, recipes and storytelling on social media, we engage with all our followers and create a community that shares our values. Recently, we have also launched targeted campaigns for the exotic red kiwi, and we have got strong engagement from all our followers. Among other activities we have done are several events and collaborations. We have joined all the main trade shows, including Macfrut and other international exhibitions. We have worked with influencers and chefs in order to create strategic partnerships to increase brand visibility. We have adopted innovative tools such as augmented reality and put QR codes on packages to improve consumer experience and allowing them to get more information on the products, such as origin and nutritional values. Our packaging also communicates our commitment to sustainability. We are increasingly using fully recyclable and environmentally friendly materials that allow us to preserve the fruit while being environmentally conscious. We also use our online sales channel to interact with consumers directly. We have carefully designed packages that enhance the value of our products, as the packaging looks like a box of chocolates, and that protect the fruit from being damaged during transport. Our packaging also helps consumers to choose the combination of varieties that best suits their tastes. The boxes can also be used as containers, objects or board games. These activities have allowed us to strengthen our presence in key markets and expand towards new geographical areas, recording significant sales growth. As for the future, we'll continue to invest in sustainable projects and to develop new strategies to anticipate market trends, aiming to bring the sweetness of our kiwis to the hearts of more and more people. We have seen how a well-organized supply chain counting on the right strategy, as is the case for Jingold's yellow and red kiwis, can enhance the added value of the product through guaranteed quality and a strong brand. Varietal innovation therefore becomes an investment opportunity for producers, but also an opportunity for distributors who can provide their stores with something new that consumers will appreciate. Together with Jingold and its partners, we have learned more about their virtuous model that is getting the most out of innovation. Our journey into the world of yellow and red kiwis has come to an end, but we encourage you to keep up with Macfrut on our social media platforms and get real-time updates. You'll find us on LinkedIn, Facebook and Instagram. We'll see you again next time.